Good morning, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you doing the Kitsune deck today for a morning spiritual message. This is the Kitsune Foxfire deck, the Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope you are having a beautiful morning. Please like, subscribe, and share if you find this message helpful. Let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm just going to ask that my angels, ascended masters, spirits, and guides, and ancestors come into this reading and the Kitsune energy to help us with this spiritual message today. I cleanse my energy, mind, body, and spirit. I ask for eyes to see, a mind that's clear, a voice to speak truth, ears to hear, and a heart that's pure. I just ask that this reading be blessed with peace, joy, truth, and happiness, and guidance for the spiritual path. Thank you. So I'm going to do the Kitsune deck today, the Oracle deck, and I'm going to do a Celtic cross spread, and we'll just see what great mystery, great spirit, Kitsune, angels, ascended masters, whatever spirit wants us to hear today for this collective message to help us keep going on our spiritual path, to have a positive focus today. I'm grateful to be able to share this message with you today. This is going to help me get pumped up so I can clear out the clutter. To clean up my place and just do a little self-care today. And right before I turned on the power button to the video, the cardinal was right outside in the tree singing to me, saying hello this morning. So I think Spirit just knew that I was getting ready to do this message, and that's just kind of a identifier for me, that they see me, and it's just a little spiritual acknowledgement for me. Just the song of the cardinal is calming and soothing for me. Okay. So at the beginning of the spread for this collective, we have the Sentinel. So that's the beginning energy for this collective energy. Tending to the future is what's crossing it. And time to restore. The Noble One. No. The Gift of Connection. The Garden of the Night. Threshold. Past lives. Watch and listen carefully. Threefold protection. And then acceptance. Acceptance is on the bottom of this deck. So, like I said at the beginning part of the spread, we have the Sentinel. So I'm going to go ahead and read, because this is the Seeker's main energy. So this is the energy for the collective this morning. I'm going to go ahead and read. It's 15, which adds up to a 6. So this is the insight of the energy for who we are today. So 15. The main message from Spirit today from this Kitsune deck is 15. The Sentinel. Within the world you dwell in, a storm is a brewing. It is visible to many so far, and most are completely unaware of its approach. They no longer notice the fall and rise of the air about them, the tightening of the pressure, or the release of rain, for they dwell within their glass towers and no longer feel a part of the elements and the dance between them. But you do, Seeker, and you are aware that there is a force gathering. What its outcome will be, how it will break, and what it will do are still mysteries, but you can prepare for this storm approaching. Others will not listen. Others will see you as negative or fearful when you inform them of what it is you are preparing for. Regardless, prepare anyway. Watch and take care of what it is that you need to do. This is nothing to be fearful of. It is simply advanced knowledge of a storm. The storms can damage or they can pass by overhead and clear the air. It is wise to prepare. The sentinel of the skies, this dragon being, has come to you, and you are invited now to see things from this magical perspective, to go high above the buildings and the everyday and see the implications of the change that is coming. This gift of foresight from the friends of the Kitsune will see you well prepared for the gathering storm, and will give you foresight and enable you to look out for those who will listen. Make wise choices, persevere, preserve, take care, observe, repair, and prepare, and consider what you will do to be sure that you are cared for in the future. Know that when the storm passes, for they all will, you will be standing strong and able to help others, if necessary, and continue with your life. You are being watched over. The sentinel will stand with you always. So that's a beautiful message that the sentinel stands with us always, and that we are preparing. And some people may think that we're crazy, fearful, or negative. But we've seen the storm brewing, and the storm will pass, and we are well prepared for it. And when everything's said and done, we will be standing strong and able to help others, if necessary. And we will continue with our lives, because we are being watched over. And the sentinel stands with us always. So that's a beautiful morning message. To be aware of those that dwell within their glass towers, that no longer feel a part of the elements and the dance between them. But we do. And the force is gathering. So that's a good reminder for me to just keep standing strong in my beliefs. And this is nothing to be fearful of. It's just advanced knowledge of a storm. So I'm grateful for that, to have that awareness, because like this second card says, we are tending to the future. And that's the current situation for this collective. We are tending to the future, because this is a time to restore ourselves, because we have been foretold that the storm is brewing. So in order to be like the noble one, we have to recognize the gift of connection, in the Garden of the Night. I would like to read this one. This is card, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is card number 6, which is the outcome. So the Garden of the Night. You can see she's kind of got like a little fairy house. She's got her elbows on. There's a moon behind her. And this is number 20. So we'll read Garden of the Night. This is the outcome. What will likely unfold given all that's gone before? This card represents the evolution of the question asked. So I just asked what the message for this collective read was for, and the outcome, it's likely to happen given the intention, energy, and actions brought to the situation in the present. So Garden of the Night, 20. There are spaces and places within the world of the kitsune that can be found within the human world too. One of the most magical places of all is a place where you can connect with moonlight in a world that is no longer lit brightly, but gleaming with silver, the same as it is during our waking hours, yet entirely different because of the gift of moonlight. When this card comes to you, you're being asked to look at a situation, person, or concern. Excuse me, I got an itchy nose. When this card comes to you, you're being asked to look at a situation, person, or concern from a very different perspective, and to allow yourself the space to contemplate it at a quiet time, in solitude, under the silver light of the moon. And we have the full moon coming up, I think, on the 28th. Within this space, there will be imaginative new ways to approach any difficulty, and your inventiveness and ability to dream into being a new approach will be of great help during the daylight hours, which so often belong to the world of work, of family, of others. In these in-between times, guarded by moonlight, you will not only be able to solve the problem before you, but you will have time alone to rediscover aspects your soul that cannot seem to be fully expressed at this time during the day. At night, there is another you, another part of your identity which can be explored in this time and allowed to flourish. For you are the gardener of your own soul, and you will tend to what needs to grow into the light of day, and become more integrated into the everyday aspects of your world. For now, find this space and place and be illuminated with the silver light of imagination and of infinite possibility. Let your imagination, creativity, dreams, and wonder all feed into your waking life's projects. Let the moonlight and the sunlight intertwine and create magic. So, the Garden of the Night. So, this is an in-between time, guarded by moonlight. You will not only be able to solve the problem before you, but you will have time alone to rediscover aspects your soul that cannot seem to be fully expressed at this time during the day. So, let the moonlight and the sunlight intertwine to create magic. So, we have the sentinel energy. We're tending to the future. It's a time to restore, to reconnect with our noble one within. It's a gift of connection with the divine, the Garden of the Night, and we're on the threshold. And it has to do with our past lives, and we need to watch and listen carefully, and we have threefold protection. So the threshold is our desires. So this is the collective's desires. We are on the threshold. This is a beautiful card. You can see the little butterflies. It's like a little rainbow. She's got a little rainbow. That's really a pretty card. So we're on the threshold. These are the hopes, inner desires, and dreams and wishes. Of this collective. You're on the verge of a wonderful change. You are leaving one phase of life and entering into a new adventure of the soul. There is a sense of hesitancy about this card and the energy within you, but it is right and good to bid farewell to what has been and to stand in between where you once were and where you are now going. You have auspicious adventures that lie before you, and the moment of change is upon you. What once was is now receding, losing its vibrancy and its life force, and what lies before you in this new and vivid tomorrow that will feed and enrich the depths of your soul. Take a deep breath, give thanks, and appreciate all that has been before. What we call the good, what we deem to be bad, for they all have their blessings, and ready yourself for a step into the wild and beautiful unknown. There is a mystery before you, and yet there need be no fear, for this next step is into the unknown will cultivate a new life within you, so that there is a new and rare flowering of your own soul's sense of delight and adventurous spirit. This being appears to you, and she is the one who keeps the edges of experience separated. And now that you have met her in the realm of the Kitsune, you now know that whatever takes place next will be a step into a new realm of discovery for your deeper self, or deepest self. Enjoy, soul traveler, and be ready to embrace the wild, beautiful, untamed, unknown. So we're on the threshold of a wild, deeper self, exploring our deeper self as a soul traveler, and we're embracing the wild, beautiful, untamed, unknown parts of ourselves. Because we are tapping into our past lives, and we're watching and listening carefully, and we do have threefold protection. So the threefold protection is the right action. So the best possible action to take given the current situations. So it's a practical card that empowers and encourages the collective to shape their destiny and become a co-creator of the future. And we have threefold protection, which 41 is 4 plus 1 is 5, which is change if we continue to tend to our future in our now. So let's read what 41 says. Excuse me. So 41. When this card comes to you, there is no mistaking the energy around you right now. There is a strong force of protection with you, with 3 times the power of other forms. And this protection will take place over a threefold period of time: 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, and 3 years. There are 3 situations in which you will be cared for, where unexpected angels will turn up and what could have been harmful will fall away, bringing no menace at all. The beings about you who are protective may seem gentle and even delicate in their form, but have no doubt that they wield powerful energy. Just as this mermaid with her trident guards the realms of the Kitsune and all who dwell within, your own boundaries and borders will be protected. You will no longer let those in who seek only to make use of what it is you can do for them. There will be a cessation of the unkind talk that arises from within, and emotionally, in time, you will begin to feel more and more content, with a calm and centered self that no longer is tempted to fall into the pain of the past. You will have allies come to you. Small kindnesses will be done that reassure you, and you will know exactly where you need to go and where you need to avoid. Rising up before you now is the mermaid, her oceanic energy strong, her senses alive with vigilance, and her whole being focused on your safety. She stands as the guardian of the seas of the Kitsune realm, and likewise, you too will be protected. Feel the strength about you now and step forward into your life. feeling the trifold safety all about you. So that's just a reminder that we have threefold protection, which I consider that, to me, that is the Christ consciousness. I am tapped into the Christ consciousness. I do have a Christ-like love for even those that hurt me the worst. I have been able to find forgiveness of myself and others, and that's a beautiful miracle blessing for me, because it helps me get out of that anger and disappointment in myself and disappointment in others, and allow myself the time to restore. So that's a beautiful message for me to continue tapping into that sentinel energy. You can see this beautiful woman is riding on her dragon. And we're leaving the things that no longer serve us, tending to our future in our now, restoring ourselves through the act of nobility and the gift of creation. And we are co-creating in the daytime and at nighttime with our, we are on the threshold. This has to do with our past lives, and we are going to continue watching and listening carefully, because we have eyes to see. And we have the threefold protection. So that's a beautiful message for me for this Kitsune Oracle deck, with the Celtic cross spread. And I'm grateful for that. I hope that you found that helpful. And then we come to acceptance. Acceptance is the key. Acceptance of the good, the bad, and the indifferent. It's all part of our journey. It helps me not take any things personally and get caught up in the negativity of, when stuff doesn't seem to go right in life, or, sometimes when I get frustrated with myself for, making unwise choices. So I'm going to get... see what Spirit has for the Flower of Life deck today. So thank you, Spirit, for this message from the Flower of Life deck for this collective. A sign and knowing. Here's your sign. We do have a knowing, even when we want to deny it. If I would have listened to the internal nudgings of my inner eternal being. Inspired action, gods and goddesses. Sometimes inspired action is just resting. Oops. I have to remind myself of that. To allow my body to rest when I need to rest. I have a tendency to push myself too hard, and that just leads to more relapse and unhealthy behavior for me. Okay. Tarot. Let's read this one. A tarot reading will inspire, give guidance, and create new paths for you. A reading is objective. There is no external authority deciding if you have been good enough to be rewarded or bad enough to have something taken away. For everything in the outside world is a reflection of the inner. Allow a reading to be what it is, objective material flowing from your higher self to alert you to the truth and essence of you. A reading can show you where your life potential is. However, if you are not willing to make the changes that are being shown to you or have been brought to you, let me try that again. A reading can show you where your life potential is. However, if you are not willing to make the changes that are being shown to you or have been brought you to have a reading, nothing will change. Each experience gives you the opportunity to move away from fearful thinking. You have the potential to be whomever you want. So that's a good reminder. Tarot now. So let's get one more. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages today. I'm grateful for these messages. And I'm grateful to be able to share these messages with you. We'll get one more. Let me shuffle again. They're kind of sticky. Healer. Tarot healer. Okay. Wisdom, flow, and knowing. Slow-mo Flojo. Oh, that's just part of my rambling this morning. Love. Love can overcome and heal anything. Love is all, and anything else is fear, constructed by our minds. Love is divine power. Love is a state of being, not an emotion, to make you feel good when you think something is missing. When you truly become love, you will see and feel that nothing is missing. Look beyond your perceived assumptions about everything to see into the heart of all. At the heart of all experience is unconditional love. When you are completely present, you will feel the gift. You're present. The gift may show itself as a good or bad situation. However, it is time to unwrap your present experience. Tear off the wrapping and find your gift, the gift of love. So I'm sharing my gift of love with you today. Unconditional love of myself and all of you. And I hope that you found this message helpful. That Flower of Life deck is really cool. Thank you for that message. We'll just get a message from the 7 spiritual laws of success for our daily focus. Focus pocus. So conscious action, loving action, conscious choice making. Okay. Law of karma. Cause and effect. What you send out comes back. Give joy to others. Today I will judge nothing that occurs. I'm not going to judge myself, where I'm at in this process. I'm not going to judge other people. That's not my job. And I'm going to express my unique talents. And living my truth is just one of my unique talents. The good, the bad, and the indifferent. So thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope that you found this helpful. Please like, subscribe, and share. And give me a thumbs up. And thank you for tuning in. Peace. Mother lover out. Have a good day.